Oh, well, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I know I mentioned it at some point to somebody on social media, made some post about it anyway. But I've already been up this morning and I have already. So yesterday a puppy went missing. I didn't know where it was at. I assumed it was under my trailer. It never did come out from under the trailer. I got up this morning. I removed a panel because I know where it probably went in under the trailer. Couldn't see it. Couldn't see any sign of it. I just went out back to get a bucket of water because I collect rainwater. Well, that's a whole nother story for y'all. One day, when I feel comfortable in sharing it, I'll share the difficulty in. It's not that difficult, but why I don't have running water and I just pay the neighbor's bill right now, and I have doing this for a while. And this is not a video about all that. So, first off, well, actually, let me just throw this in there. The water was never in my name or nothing like that, so it doesn't have to do with that. But there is a technicality to it. But that's neither here or there. I live a simple life. I live a good life. My drinking water, I help out over at my neighbors. I get drinking water from there, and a few times a week I take a shower. Yeah, I don't shower every day unless I've just done a lot. But I pay, and anyway, I've said enough about that because I can do that. I can do a whole nother thing about that, and that's not to be boo-hooing, because my goal ultimately, I hoped to have already done this by now, but the goal is I got to get an ID and then obtaining and going and finding out exactly how much it's all going to take to get this all redone and hopefully going again in my trailer after so long of not. So anyway, let's just say this. When I was getting that bucket of water, there's a little opening at the bottom of the back of the trailer where my cattle come in and out. And then there's a front opening too up in the front. And I'm sure the puppy entered over here in the front, but it had made its way to the back and was trying. Long story short, the puppy is passed, but it evidently was trying to make its way out and died. And so its head was sticking out from where my cat goes in and out. And I just discovered him. I didn't have to crawl up under the trailer. I pulled him out. He's laying in the yard right now, but I'm going to put him in some bags, and then I got to dig a hole and stuff and all that. So there you go. There's an update. The survivor is outside right now. He's doing well, but I'm still concerned just because he's been through a lot. All the other ones have died. He was a little bit weird yesterday, but he's been the most resilient. He did 8 yesterday. He's 8 this morning a couple of times. Not a lot, but he's 8. Matter of fact, he was sitting in here in the living room with me, and he upchucked just a tiny little bit of stuff. And I don't know. I imagine that's from system overload, and he hadn't ate real well in a few days. So now that he's actually putting something in his body, he can only eat a little bit at a time. And then, I imagine there might be some difficulty there. I wasn't mad. He just upchucked a little bit on his cushion. I just got some water down him about 30 minutes ago. I'm still using the squeeze bottle. I put actual just fresh water in it today right now. I'm going to make a mixture of the apple cider vinegar and water again and get another bottle so that I can continue that process until I get the warmer. And that's another plus. I have somebody that's offered today. They said they live in another country. Actually, it's lockdown. The guys that his granddaughter, the little young grandbaby, is like, gets quiet when my videos are on, and she listens and watches me and stuff. Anyway, he messaged me today and said, man, I want to Amazon you something, because he knows that he had watched the video, and I'm anywhere real close by. I wasn't able to find it yesterday, and me not driving and stuff. So we'll just see. I told him, I've got the puppy that survived, and I have the mama dog, and so he's going to probably help me out and have something shipped from Amazon to me, here in the United States, even though he's in another country. So that's an awesome blessing, and I mentioned April earlier on the other video, and I forgot to say why. The main reason was I didn't know till yesterday afternoon that she had sent me a little bit of money, and that helped out. By that point, maybe I did mention this. Maybe I'm repeating myself. But I'm saying by the point of finding it, I had already discovered I couldn't get it really close by. My intentions was to try to figure out what I can do today. I'm dealing with one puppy, and right now I don't have a ride anywhere anyway. But I will have a ride a little bit later today. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to go to wherever I have to go to get. But if I just stand still, be patient, monitor this puppy, do the apple cider vinegar water, and let's just see. Maybe I'll have a package in a few days, and I'll have some warmer. Let's pray that the puppy is going to make it. It's doing good, but I'm not counting. You know, I don't want to get too optimistic until another day or two from now. And if it's still with me, I'm definitely going to say it's beat it. But I would assume losing all your brothers and sisters, being sick, and not eating much, having to have water forced down you because you can't seem to want to drink, and then whatever else. There's a lot going on there, like that it's processing, trying to figure out. Like maybe it's not trying to figure out anything. All that puppy knows is it don't feel that great. It feels good, all right. I can tell it does feel pretty decent. When Ladybird's out and nudging it and stuff, it's wagging its tail and it does move around a little. But this may take several. We may, if he's going to live, I'd say I'm looking at anywhere from 3 to 5 more days before he might be really kind of doing like I would like to see. And I'm going to end it there. This was just to share with y'all that I found that other puppy. And I got to get back to some business, actual work, chores type stuff. I'm going to do some dishes in a little bit. And I'm working on a video for them toys. Oh, by the way, also I had Kolton over, my friend's grandbaby. I was showing him the spaceships and stuff I've got. I've only got 2, you know, right now from Star Wars. But it was really cool because over the weekend I'm going to have him over and we're going to like do some stuff. I told him we might take these ships out and fly them around in the yard. Hopefully I can have somebody videotape some of this and I can share it. Of course I want permission from the parents and my friend. Well, the parents are over there too. I mean, Tiffany and Mike. But I was thinking it'd be kind of cool if I can get some footage of like me showing Kolton some toys, me and him like flying ships around and stuff like that. But he hadn't been over here long, and I didn't know that they were going to take him to the doctor today because of his allergies and stuff. So I told him when he got back, he can come back over for me to show him a few things. He's like 5 or 6. I think he's 6. But I'm wanting. He's grasped the concept because when I was showing him one of the ships, the cockpit, the top part that pops out, it popped out, and I was like, oh. I said, here, Mr. Cloud is worried about you messing with my toys and maybe we break them and then I'm breaking them. But it wasn't broke. I knew what to do. And he said, yeah, you know, like he's understanding why I can't just have him over here all the time or anytime. And that certain toys I'm going to let him play with, run rampant with. I'm going to probably give him a few. But then there's other toys. And it's not that I really care, but I know that I'm going to want to use them at some point when I get all this stuff done and I'm regularly setting up scenes and stuff, but I'm just trying to instill in him the importance of taking care of things. And hopefully my goal is in a few years, if I'm still around him, that when he's old enough to give him some like really cool toys, but at the age where he will know the importance of, hey, let me take care of this thing. Let me really take care of this because this ain't just some Dollar Tree store toy or something like that, you know? And it's not just some toy I need to just fling around and throw around and leave outside and all that. I know a kid will be a kid. But anyway, until next time, Mr. Cloud says to the Eternal One, over and out. Ditto.